Hey guys, Poro here with another MSI 2023 video, again with more bracket stage predictions at MSI. This video will cover Cloud9 vs Gen G, a Worlds 2021 quarterfinals rematch. Since I already went over the teams and their player breakdowns in each prior prediction video, this will be a shorter one where I just go over what their recent series was like and who I think will take the match. I'll go over C9 first, who mirrored their LCS finals performance by defeating Golden Guardians in a 3-1 series. While Game 1 was a stomp, Game 2 and 3 showed some of C9's weaknesses in LCS finals with Golden Guardians taking early game leads yet again. C9 was also criticized for Game 4 as even though they had a massive gold lead, their comp and playstyle were unable to close the game out all the way up until the Elder Dragon spawned. Overall, there are still some question marks around whether C9 can contest with any of the Eastern teams in the later stages of the game. Their poke comp in Game 4 likely does not have the tools needed for C9 to win late game teamfights and macro decisions from the stronger teams in the tournament, and it's not looking very good for the last remaining team from the West. Gen G's most recent series was their 5-game loss to T1. It was an extremely odd series if nothing else. T1 completely stomped Gen G in Games 1 and 2 and had a massive lead in Game 3 that was going to lead to yet another stomp that would result in a 3-0 for T1. However, a combination of T1 overforcing a one-team fight to find a montage moment, and Chovy quickly buying a stopwatch and base before dying in Fountain led to Gen G suddenly and seemingly out of nowhere winning Game 3. Game 4 was then the reverse, a stomp from Gen G that put a lot of question marks on the series as the momentum was now in Gen G's favor heading into Game 5. Then, absolutely nothing happened in Game 5 until T1 won a single team fight in mid lane and won the game off of it. While it was definitely a more depressing showing from Gen G overall, there are still little doubts that Gen G is one of the best teams in the tournament, especially after their world-class showing in Game 4. So, how do these teams stack up? Well, it shouldn't be a surprise to anyone that Gen G is heavily favored in this one. In theory, Gen G went out in every role. The only role with any question marks on it would be jungle, as Blabber also likes to play with similar pace as Yike, meaning Peanut could find himself outpaced once again. Other than that, the games will be tough for C9. The best C9 could hope for would be that lanes end up even or slightly ahead. C9 has made some proactive dives early on bot side in the prior games, and many teams have found success targeting FaZe under his own turret this season. If Fudge and MNS hold the line against Doran and Chovy, there's a chance for C9 to go even on top side and find advantages bot side. Of course, same thing goes for Gen G, who could also pressure a lane and get an advantage just as easily. When it comes to mid and late game, everything seems to be in the Gen G ballpark. They seem to be better at playing around their AD scene than any of the Western teams, and many of the Gen G members have shown some excellent team fighting this tournament. I've got Gen G taking this one with 90 to 10 odds, meaning an unfortunate eradication of the West at MSI. That's all I've got for this one, and I'll see you with more predictions later. Bye!